Sherpov?
Ensign Chekov, Pavel Andreevich, sir.
Fine. Chekov, Pavel Andreevich. Begin shipwide mission broadcast.
Yes, sir.
Anton Yelchin, who was born in Russia, had until very recently never returned, but he speaks fluent Russian because his parents do. He is the only guy who could have played this part.
We should be arriving at Vulcan within 2 minutes. Thank you very much for your time.
So the idea was that he was kind of a little young beetle and that he was one of the youngest, kind of the prodigy of the ship.
The ship's exhaust wake. If we adjust our shield frequencies, we should not be detected.
Wait a minute, kid. How old are you?
17, sir.
Anton's a Wunderkind. Frankly, I feel he may be superhuman. He's 18. To be so young and to possess such an awareness of humanity and psychology is a very, very bright kid.
He knows every fact about every subject. He speaks, I don't know how many languages this kid speaks, but he's a genius.
Anton and myself and Bruce Greenwood, who plays Captain Pike, had this chess tournament, and Anton's a little chess genius. I mean, he whipped us both, hands down. Just some of the funniest times I remember was watching Anton beat Bruce, and it's just like, F
Next.
Anton genuinely is Russian, although he doesn't actually speak with an accent. He can speak perfectly fine. But his accent was so...
It was so perfect.
They're creating a singularity that will consume the planet.
Obviously, he's able to do the accent flawlessly, but had a real issue with the W's.
I verify, sir. It's out there.
And he's like, well, that's not really what, you know, how Russian would, but he ended up doing it because it was so classic.
Ensign authorization code 95 Victor 2. Walter said, you know, in order to make this something successful, in order to make it something great, you have to do your own thing. The fun thing for me was to take what he brought to it, but also finding that balance between where is Chekov's accent and where is a real Russian accent. Our mission is to assess the condition of Vulcan and assist in evacuations if necessary. We should be arriving at Vulcan within 3 minutes. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, like it was like a kind of a, this is gonna sound cheesy and cliche, but it like was like a really kind of special like group that we had, and like everyone is still in touch, and that's.
I was going to the Bible of movies, which is IMDb.com. It said that you love chess.
I do like chess.
Is this really true?
That is true. Yeah.
Do you love it or like it?
I
Yeah.
like it quite a bit. What's your first move?
false.
Like the first move at chess game. What do you do? You have a go-to move?
Yeah, I don't know. I either go the king's pawn 2 forward or king's pawn 1 forward. I'm not good at chess.
Okay, but you enjoy it. You enjoy it.
Yeah, I was just saying, I enjoy it.
I'm not saying I win.
That's pure. That's pure.
Most
it's not
of the
about
time I
pride
just sit
or
and
you just
stare
love
at
it.
the
You
No
love it.
ego.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
love it.
And let's see.
you know, an incredibly smart guy. I remember in the first films, we would sit around playing chess together, you know, collectively as a group, and Anton was unbeatable. He was literally the smartest guy in the room, yet he was very humble about it.
We'd been working a 19-hour day, and we were all really, really tired, and Anton looked particularly tired. His eyes were really red, and he was having to do this very complicated speech about if we drop out of warp and come in behind Saturn, and he couldn't do it, and he was making me laugh so much because I could see the panic in his eyes, and yet he was a little bit giggly. We were all a bit giggly, and I just remember looking at him, and I'd only met him a few days before, but just feeling such huge affection and warmth towards him. He had that about him. He demanded your love without ever sort of having to try to, you know. He was extraordinary, and we all miss him so much. I can't even begin to tell you.
I invited Anton back to my trailer to play guitar because I knew he played guitar, and he was a really, really gifted guitar player. And he said he couldn't because he had to go back to his trailer to translate a novel. And I was like, what? He's 17, mind you, at the time. I was like, what are you talking about? So I went back to his trailer, and he showed me this very thick Russian novel that he was translating just for fun, and that kind of encapsulates the creative curiosity of Anton.
The first time I met him, he was actually with his mom.
Anton came to the office, and man, he came in and he had this big smile on his face, and it was as if we have known each other our whole lives, and he just gave me a hug. And at that point, I knew as if everything's going to be okay. And it in many ways, that's the spirit of Anton. You know, I think nothing ever fazed him, and he was always so optimistic and hopeful. And he shows up to work every day with a smile on his face and had 1,000 ideas and always curious. And it also reminds me that that's why I want to make movies. And that's you know, and that will stay with me for the rest of my life, you know. And I know with anybody that he's ever worked with or had interaction with.
Have you thought about what you might do with his character in the next film?
No, you know, he's Chekov is Anton.
And Chris, while you guys were filming, so
I love you. I love you too. Yeah, I mean, Chris and I met. We're both from the Valley, so we sort of had mutual understanding of our. What was that?
I don't know. So you have to be from the Valley if you got a bond with another Valley person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We got along really well, and we're still good friends. And
he called you a cream puff.
Who called me a cream puff?
Christopher
called me a cream puff.
A dreamy cream puff.
A dreamy cream puff.
So what would you call him?
A lobster.
Weasel.
Oh, weasel.
A lobster
I didn't
and
say
a
that.
weasel.
Clearly, someone isn't part of this
bromance. Well, you guys have really good chemistry on screen.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, just checking in. What you up to?
Did you do anything to sort of facilitate that?
A lot of scientific experiments.
Yeah. Yeah.
Together we paired test tubes galore.
Yeah.
Anton and I got to improv a lot together, and he's one of my good friends, so we just kind of riffed and really had a good time with that.
I heard from a little bird named Ian that there was actually a little bit of a bromance between you and Anton.
Ian Cripps?
Yes.
You know Ian?
He put me to work. He told me I had to ask you this.
So then have you met Anton beforehand?
Yeah,
He's a
pretty
cutie,
well.
right?
He's awesome. He's a good
little
guy.
cream puff, right?
A cream puff.
A little cream puff.
I never would have described him in that way.
Tell him that when you go in there.
That he's a cream puff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we hit it off. We both live in the Valley. We're about the same age, so we kind of, we got a little bromance going.
Yeah, and talk to me about the ad-libbing between you guys. Is that something that
He's honestly, Anton's a very funny, very smart guy.
Mm-hmm.